In the ancient land of Mazandaran, a creeping shadow had swallowed the sun. Darkness fell, not the gentle blanket of night, but the suffocating veil of a curse. A terrible demon, Devi Sifid the White Demon, had descended from his mountain fortress, capturing the king's army and blinding the land's heroes with his dark magic. The mountains and rivers, once alive with light, now echoed with despair. The cries of the people traveled on the wind, across deserts and plains, until they reached the city of Zabiol. There, one name was whispered, a name synonymous with hope and strength. Rostam. Rostam, the champion of Persia, stood before his father Zal, his legendary tiger-skin cloak rippling in the desert breeze. His eyes, fixed on the distant, shadowed mountains, burned with determination. "I will go," he vowed, his voice steady and resolute. "I will free our land from this curse and bring back the dawn." His loyal companion, the magnificent horse Raksh, strong and fierce as the wind itself, neighed in agreement, stamping his powerful hooves. Together, they would face the impossible. Rostam set forth, not on a simple journey, but on a path of 7 perilous trials, the legendary Haft Khan. He knew this path was fraught with danger, a test of will and might designed to break any mortal. But Rostam was no ordinary mortal. His first trial brought him to a vast, sun-scorched plain where a colossal lion, a beast of legend, guarded the way. The creature's roar was a thunderclap that shook the very ground. But Raksh, brave and fearless, met its charge with a furious kick, while Rostam, with a single powerful strike of his blade, ended the beast's reign of terror. He journeyed onward into a desert so vast and empty that the sun threatened to bake the life from his body. Parched and near collapse, he prayed for deliverance. As if in answer, a lone, divinely sent ram appeared, guiding him to a hidden spring, its cool water restoring his strength and spirit. The third trial came in the dead of night. As Rostam slept, a monstrous dragon, its scales like obsidian and its breath a torrent of fire, slithered from the shadows. But Raksh, ever watchful, alerted his master. 7 times they fought, a desperate dance of fire and steel under the pale moonlight. With each clash, Rostam's resolve hardened, until finally his blade found its mark, and the dragon fell, its fiery spirit extinguished forever. His journey continued, leading him into an enchanted forest where a sorceress, disguised as a beautiful maiden, attempted to lure him into a trap with music and feasting. But Rostam, seeing through her illusion with the wisdom of his ancestors, caught her in her own deceit and broke her spell, freeing the land from her beguiling magic. Next, he crossed a plain shrouded in darkness, a land where even the light of day could not penetrate. Guided only by Raksh's instinct, he navigated the treacherous terrain, finally confronting the region's guardian, a powerful demon named Arsang. Their battle was fierce, but Rostam's strength, forged in 100 battles, prevailed. With each trial overcome, Rostam grew not just in fame, but in purpose. He was more than a warrior. He was a force of nature, a living embodiment of justice. He freed the captured hero, Kai Kavas, and together they prepared for the final confrontation. The air grew cold and heavy as Rostam finally approached the mountains of Mazandaran, the heart of the curse. A thick white fog, cold as the grave, coiled around his feet. Each step he took echoed with unseen whispers, demons of stone and wind, watching from the jagged peaks above. But Raksh neighed proudly, his courage a bright, defiant flame in the oppressive mist. Deep within the mountain, Rostam found a cave, an ancient chasm carved by time itself. He stepped inside. The walls shimmered with a faint, ethereal light. They seemed to be breathing, alive, pulsing with the raw power of ancient magic. And then he heard it, a low, guttural growl that shook the very stone beneath his feet. The white demon was near. The entire cave trembled as if in fear. From the deepest depths of the darkness, a figure emerged. Its skin was the color of bone, and its eyes burned like frozen fire. Divi Safid, the white demon, towered over Rostam, a being of pure malice and shadow. His voice was the thunder of a breaking mountain. "Turn back, mortal. Your courage will be your death." But Rostam, his heart a furnace of bravery, simply raised his mighty mace, its head glinting in the faint light. He whispered, his voice a promise against the darkness. Not before dawn. Steel met claw. The mountain echoed with the roars of hero and demon. Raksh, a storm of fury, charged and struck with his hooves, a loyal guardian fighting alongside his master. Rostam's blade flashed like lightning in the gloom, a silver streak against the suffocating dark. The demon's breath was a wave of ice, freezing the very air, but Rostam's heart burned brighter, hotter, a star defying the endless night. With one final, earth-shaking cry that was both a prayer and a war cry, Rostam drove his dagger deep into the demon's chest. For a moment, there was a deafening silence, and then the darkness shattered. As the echoes of battle faded, a strange rain began to fall from the cave, roof not water, but drops of pure silver light. Rostam knelt beside the fallen demon. As the being's life faded, the monstrous form softened. In that final moment, Rostam saw not a monster, but a being that might have once been made of light, twisted and corrupted by millennia of darkness. With a surprising act of compassion, he gently closed the demon's eyes, bringing it a peace it had never known. He stepped outside the cave. The heavy fog was lifting, dissipating like a bad dream. And then, golden light, glorious and warm, poured through the parting clouds. Across the land of Mazandaran, the blinded heroes and soldiers opened their eyes, blinking in the sudden, welcome light. The curse was broken. From the highest peak, Rostam stood, watching the sunrise. His armor, once stained with the dust of his journey, now gleamed with the promise of a new day. The long age of darkness had ended. As the world returned to light, he closed his eyes for a moment, the warmth of the sun on his face. In the stillness, he heard the voices of his ancestors, gentle, distant, and filled with pride. Courage is not the absence of fear. They seem to whisper on the wind, nor is it only to fight the darkness. True courage is to always remember the light within. And so, his quest complete, Rostam rode home. He rode back toward Zabil, back to his people, back into legend, to peace, and to the eternal dream of heroes. Tonight, you have walked the path of a hero. You have seen darkness challenged and overcome. Let your heart rest in that quiet place where light always conquers shadow. Sleep well, traveler, for no matter how long the night, the dawn always returns. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more legends from our world's rich history. Until next time, stay curious. Nebula Notes.